What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Cookout here on
What's
Certified
up?
Gumbo. Got 2 p.m. broadcast. We switched it up
Woo!
big time. We got an
Big
afternoon
time.
broadcast for the
It's
first
a
time
little
on the
early.
podcast. How we feeling about this?
This like
Yeah.
prime time, couch time right here.
Hey, look, we doing a broadcast while the sun's still shining is an interesting change of pace, but I don't know. I'm digging it, man. What y'all say in the comments, man? Let us know about this.
Yeah,
this
what's up?
New
What's
time
up?
period.
I can
Could
say
be a thing that we could do more.
I'm in Jersey. It's been raining for 40 days and for 40 nights. So right now feels just like yesterday at 8 o'clock. Like
So yeah,
there's
so
no
that
change.
this holiday weekend is not so much of a holiday with the weather.
Absolutely not. We were supposed to do a little something with the fam, and at first it was Friday, then we pushed it back to Saturday, then we were like today, and then we're like, yo, we gonna see each other another weekend. This ain't it.
This
We
is
just
not the
ride
move.
with it.
So naming,
What's going on?
I stayed up entirely too late last night on Warzone. It was
Something to do.
yeah. It took
That's
me
hilarious. We
4:30.
had a cookout last night with the fam. That was fun.
Yeah, how was that?
One of my cousins got engaged, so that was awesome.
Oh, who got
That was
engaged?
cool to see. Ken got and James got engaged last night. That was awesome.
Okay. Congrats
So,
to
yeah.
them.
Absolutely, congratulations. But hey, man, we got to get into this now. We are about 2 minutes into it. And Monty, run down the show notes for us.
Do I know what we doing? Hold up. Just y'all know. Well, if you've been here from the beginning, y'all know me and aliens. We got a thing going on, and it just seems like the government is being a little extra forthcoming with info right now. So I just wanted to know if anybody had some theories as to why. So we're gonna get into that first. Then we're gonna do a quick Army of the Dead review, or not so quick, depending on how much stuff we got to say. The Eternals trailer was released. Amazon purchased MGM Studios, and we're going to see if we can wrap up the last of these Marvel film rankings today.
Awesome. Okay, that's jam packed. Let's get into it, man.
So these
All right,
UFOs.
Now, first of all, are they called UFOs still? Because
They're called
noticed that
UFOs
they've
still.
rebranded.
I mean,
they've
it's
rebranded them though to unidentified aerial phenomena or UAP. So that's the thing. Hey, look, I'm trying. It's a brand new package. You know what I'm saying? They got to rebrand aliens for the 21st century because I guess UFOs wasn't trending with the kids.
Still, if it's in the air, it's flying. So
That's what I'm saying.
it's an unidentified flying object to me, always. Because to me, an aerial phenomenon is like lights in the sky, but from everything that we're seeing, these pilots are saying that they're seeing ships flying in the sky. They're not saying they saw some lights and they disappeared.
Yeah.
No, it's something up there.
Yeah, that's my thing too. It's like, but this is nothing new. Like they've been talking about this since like the 50s at least.
William Cooper tried to tell us, man. Behold, pale white horse.
He brought out a name. He name dropped a legend.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Cooper,
yeah.
Man.
So I don't know, man.
Yeah, wasn't there some uncertainty surrounding his death, his passing?
There was a raid on his house, I believe, by the FBI, and he was killed in that raid. From what I understand.
I'm talking about
William
Cooper,
the author.
Yeah, the ex-military dude.
Yeah, he was in the Navy. I believe. What's his?
He witnessed one of those. What are they calling them now? Unidentified aerial
phenomena.
Yeah, he saw one come out the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot up. He wrote about it in the book.
Dang, they took him down. Okay, so here's my issue, because it's not so much as what are they seeing. I'm bothered by the fact that, I shouldn't say that I'm bothered by it, because I'm not happy that the government took William Cooper out. So, yay, they're no longer killing people. But why all of a sudden are they just letting this info fly?
There's something else going on. I feel you on that. There's something else going on.
Keep the family close, man, because Homo sapiens, we about to be Nomo sapiens.
god.
is happening.
Yes, we are talking aliens. I want to know, are they letting this info fly because something else is going on and they just don't mind the distraction? Is the alien problem a lot worse than what we may think that it is? So at this point, they're just giving up? Or I don't know, what else could it be?
All right, so like
There's got
here's
to
my
be a
thing.
reason why they're just letting the info fly.
Here's my thing, right?
Mhm.
If you look at how they've disclosed the information, right? It in no way, shape, form, or fashion have they implied that it's aliens. Like they're implying that whatever these vehicles are, they don't know the origin of them. And then like so I'm like, all right, yeah, that's been long established for forever. So why now is this coming back into pop culture? Like why now are y'all making this a big deal? Like are we going to and then you got the Mars mission coming up, you got like a whole bunch of other stuff going on that's dealing with space, and now the government feels obligated to talk about aliens again. Like what for what?
I feel like
what's all how is all this connected? There's no I don't because
I see the
coincidences
connection.
is not my thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's the MCU.
It's the MCU.
They get
Kevin Feige is responsible for UFOs.
They geared the public. All this is conspiracy, man. They released the MCU, get us used to the idea of these aliens and these superheroes, and now they're releasing the real footage.
It's the Chitauri. So is Elon Musk Loki?
He's something.
Please no.
He low key something.
That man.
You heard it here first. You heard it here, folks. Elon Musk is now Loki.
LOW.
I had a thought, but I'm gonna keep it to myself on that. I had a thought, but I'm gonna let it go. But
oh man, the uncool says it's an excuse for military spending. That's
I mean, since when did they need an excuse?
But no, but here's the thing though, because they've been saying like, oh, this is a threat to national security, which means now we can go to Congress and lobby for increased military budget, which is already like out insanely high. So that's actually a very viable reason, in my opinion.
She Bias has a point. Invincible is getting us prepped for an invasion. We all dying, huh?
Tell you, man. Keep the family close.
Listen, if that were to happen, what were they called? Started with a V.
What, the ones that from Invincible that invaded?
Yeah.
They were gremlins.
Whatever they were. I'm not trying to die, so I'm a volunteer to be one of their pets. Just like how they did Old Boy Mama, and he was like, yo, she means nothing to me. That was harsh, but she's alive though.
Well, so it depends on what type of pet they try to make you out to be.
I want to be the same type of pet she was. I'm not volunteering for nothing else. Don't put me up for nothing else.
She about to be dead with the rest of us.
But regardless, he didn't kill her.
Yo. Hell, man.
Still alive. He could have taken her out. He didn't. So
dang. That's true. All right. Well, that's all I got on the matter. I'm
paying attention to it. I got my eye out.
Well, they got the hearing coming up in June, right? For the UAP, like whatever, because they've conducted a study on these unidentified aerial phenomena, and this report's going to be presented to Congress in June. I can't remember what date, but that's coming up. So like, we'll see what the curtain will come down on it with this report. We'll see how they act.
These ships are time traveling machines. It's just us in the future coming back.
That would be a wild.
Would you put it again? What am I trying to say? Do y'all think that the U.S. government would make fake ships and things and put stuff in the sky and do stuff just to increase the budget?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. I do not think that is
not an impossible probability.
Because
that whole Roswell crash was like a stage play pretty much.
Listen, if any real aliens are watching this, I don't know how you can get in contact. I mean, I'm on socials at Know the Curl. If you want to go through Gumbo socials, that's fine too. I just want to know what's up. Are y'all involved in this? Is this some secret stuff? I like to know how to prepare myself. Y'all can contact me directly. I won't tell anybody, but I just want to know what's going on. Do I need to fear for my life? If you're watching this, aliens, and y'all are watching it. We already saw. What was it? Scary Movie 3, and they backdoored our cable to watch Pootie Tang, and I accidentally saw the video from The Ring. I already know y'all got this. Y'all watching this right now. Just reach out to me. Just let me know what's going on so I can let my people know they need to prepare. It'll be all good. Thanks.
Yeah, I mean, it could just be an experimental like aircraft. It's similar. Like, let's say if you don't believe in the alien conspiracy, right? Like if you look at the timing of the Roswell crash and then the appearance of like hypersonic jets and stealth technology, all kind of sort of timeline wise fit into that time bracket. So it's possible that this is some sort of experimental government technology, experimental propulsion technology that they've kept under wraps. Or, who knows? We don't know. We'll see what this report says.
I mean, it could be anything.
So many things. Because, like, if you, like, reading and following along what they've reported on thus far with this new, I guess, research, they've not said anything new that we haven't already heard. So we'll see what this thing does. What they present in Congress in June. We'll have to circle back to this conversation after that report comes out.
Yes. The more info we get, maybe the more forthcoming I'll be with the conspiracy theorist episode of just my alien outtakes.
We might have to do this we might have to do a community stage on this in the Discord. Talk about this report. Because that might be kind of fun to do, like a stage as the report happens or the day of the report. Just drop and talk about what was disclosed.
Yeah, I'll be with that.
We need a new chat for aliens. I'm gonna set that up after the show. You heard it here first, people. You talk about aliens in the Discord?
Yeah, just do it a stage. Just do a stage. We can keep that in general chat. I mean, it's a general conversation.
Nah, we gotta keep it all together.
All right.
Just so we have it. But I'm serious.
Good.
Aliens.
Aliens? Is it aliens?
Yeah, man. Speaking of those aliens, like Army of the Dead had some alien connections.
It has some alien vibes, that's for sure.
Yeah.
It did.
We getting into this?
Let's get into it. First of all, JP, talk about that real quick. Because I only caught it.
First of all, hold on, y'all. Like, so for everybody that watched Army of the Dead, rank this on a scale of 1 to 10, where you put this movie in the chat.
Ranking it as far as the quality movie, or like against other alien movies?
Just on a scale of 1 to 10, where do you rank this movie? I don't know. I don't care what you're ranking it against. Just in your opinion, on a scale of 1 to 10, where did you put this film?
Give about 7.5, maybe 7, somewhere around there.
I'm in that 7 range. I found it highly entertaining.
It was a fun movie. It was a fun movie.
You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed it. It kind of started out a little bit slow to me, but anyway, y'all can get into the alien thing.
Yeah. So in the beginning of the movie, there's 2 beams of light in the sky just sitting there, and then they speed off from the left side of the screen to the right side of the screen. And then that's when you see the truck coming down the road with the specimen. So, are zombies alien technology? That's the question.
They were also in New Mexico, Nevada.
Yeah,
not too far outside of Area 51. That was also a plot.
That might have been where they were headed to.
Yeah, either headed to or coming from.
So what did they get from the aliens? Was it some type of alien bacteria? Some virus? Who knows?
Can I just say, this is my problem with the movie. I would like to call myself a zombie film connoisseur. There aren't many I have not seen. And I enjoy the lore of, the backstory of the zombie. Like, even if we don't have to see it all, at least give me some info about Patient Zero. How did Patient Zero come to be? Where did they come from? I didn't get that in this movie. This movie was more so about, this group of people who needed to, escape this place. But then they assumed they needed to break in and then break out. But then they gave us this curveball of, spoiler alert, like a zombie pregnancy, and like some zombies were more powerful than others, and I was confused. I need to know, like, how did that come to be? Give me more info on that. It wasn't just a regular zombie movie. Like, these zombies had levels. It was stuff going on. They had, a king and a queen and hierarchy systems, and again, the zombies, like, aren't zombies dead? How?
Alien technology.
I was gonna say that for me, I was like, that kept my interest level up, because I was like, oh, this is a different twist on the whole zombie thing, because that's not normal. So, all right, Zach, where you going with this? I'm curious now. I like the hierarchy element of it, though, like the alphas and the queen, and like, because it kind of reminded me of like the Hive on Destiny, the game.
The Hive had a hierarchy.
Yeah.
Or was it just a hive mind situation?
No, there's a hierarchy. Like there's different tiers of, because you got the
It's been so long since I had played that.
And then you got like the knights, and then you got like the ogre, and then you got the hive queen and the wizards, and like, so there's a hierarchy to them, and it made them like a little bit more combative. I was just playing
any of that.
Yeah, man. I was just playing the sequel.
Ducky, like, I need more info. Like, how? Usually, and I do feel like zombie movies should just be, just zombie, and you got to fight them to survive. That's it. But they threw some curveballs that I need answers to, and it stopped me from really enjoying this film. I'm probably doing too much, but I just can't help it.
You think you would enjoy the film more once, like, say, the sequel comes out and it answers those questions? Would you be able to enjoy the first movie?
Is there going to be a sequel?
I think so. I think they're looking to expand it.
Yeah, Netflix, they would be crazy if they didn't make a sequel to it.
So I'll say, okay. If it explains it better, I'll be cool. But as of right now, I have no explanation, because you're right. And also, I didn't even peep the alien part. I only noticed it because you told me. So had you not said anything, I don't think I would have, like, I haven't even seen anybody talk about that on social media. The little aliens shooting out at the beginning. So it wasn't even prominent enough for me to notice it. And I would say for probably most fans or most viewers to see.
Yeah, there were some key setups in the beginning, in that first act, that didn't necessarily play out in this film, but they could come back to in a sequel or later in the series. Because I don't see Netflix making this a one-off, especially with all of the success that Zack Snyder has had with the Justice League cut. Like, they're gonna ride that wave, and so I can see them making try to create this zombie universe under Zack Snyder if he's open to it.
Yeah. And the question is, it's like, with those two alien ships, did they come here? Was there some type of agreement, some deal made? Were the aliens here and then they escaped? What happened?
But what if they're not zombies? What if they are aliens?
The army of the dead?
Yeah.
I mean, what if they're like infected with an alien disease? I think that's probably would make more sense than the zombie thing. But
yeah. Well, I'm saying the alphas specifically, like whatever the alphas are, because I don't think those are they don't operate like zombies. Like the others, the ones that were infected, like all of the patrons and the people within Las Vegas that were infected, those are like more zombies. But like the alphas, they were clearly not your typical zombie. Like they might be, and that might be more of the offshoot of the virus or whatever have you, the alien technology. Like I don't know, man. This could go to some wild places as a series.
Yeah, it's got potential to be big.
I wasn't so much bothered by the alphas, because it's not the first time we've seen that idea in a zombie movie, that they can work together and communicate even. But the zombie pregnancy,
that was crazy.
I don't how.
Alien technology.
I
You
just-
know what I
Hey,
mean?
it's gotta be
Hey,
aliens.
propulsion.
Oh, also, I'm sorry. Something else
Yeah.
that I learned: the pilot in the film was not the original actress that was filmed. I guess during filming, the role was originally held by Chris D'Elia, if I'm pronouncing his name properly. But because of some allegations, Netflix was like, "Nah, he can't be in it." They had already filmed the whole movie, and
Mm.
so they completely
And
CGI.
they reverse engineered his role.
Basically, they filmed her on set, green screens, all that stuff, and replaced her in the film. And in fact, she, as of last week, she and Dave Bautista had never even met each other. Like they've
That's
never been in
That's
the same.
wild. That's money well spent because I couldn't
for real.
tell.
I couldn't tell.
I couldn't tell either.
I couldn't tell. Well, I did. So the only
I
thing
thought something
now
about
I
her
did,
looked special, but I just like
was she because she was in a lot of isolated shots. You know,
Mhm.
like there was no shots for her next to any of the other cast members. That
Right.
now that makes sense. Like I was wondering why that was because like she was kind of it was noticeable how isolated she was throughout the movie. Every time she was on screen, it was either her by herself, or like none of the other cast were in the shot with her. And then of course her flying the helicopter at the end, like that's really easy to green screen and count that in.
If you watch it again, though, there are scenes where like the helicopter is in the background. The pilot in the film, like
they
on
did.
those they use the original, he has glasses on. So if you go back and watch, you can see that there are some scenes where it's like the helicopter is deep in the background. You can see that there's a pilot that has some sunglasses, but for the most of the film, she didn't.
Okay.
Yo, I don't know why this reminded me, but what the show on HBO Max, the Alien show, that
Wolves,
Wolves, yes,
raised by wolves.
Raised by Wolves. I
It
don't
wasn't an
know
alien
why.
show.
It was
It's
bro. They
related
were
to
on an
the
alien
Alien
world. It's in the Alien franchise. It's in that universe. It's in the Alien universe.
You mean it's really a Ridley Scott story?
Pretty much. It's alien vibes all throughout that movie.
Yes.
all throughout that
I
series.
say it's more futuristic and like human cloning, like cyborgs and stuff.
The monsters or the aliens that are on the planet, dog, like all that is giving me alien vibes. The way they like operate and the way they do their thing, like it's all this is in the alien universe. It's in his that's all his head canon. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
It's creative. That's
That
what
was
he
a dope.
does.
That was a dope show.
I know. I'm ready for season 2. I don't know why this whole conversation. I guess it was just the alien talk up at the beginning. The possibility of the zombie alien hybrid stuff. It just reminded me of Raised by Wolves and just how crazy that show was. I'm definitely ready for season 2 of that.
Yeah, man. But Ducky has some good questions for Army of the Dead.
He says the real mystery is where were they taking the alien zombie? He had a destination. Was it to take out Canada, China, Portland? I think it's probably the standard of a lot of zombie movies. Oh, it's a zombie. He's sick. He's going to affect the population. We got to take him out. And during transport, something stupid happens, and then boom, outbreak. So that's probably what happened.
Mm-hmm. Now they can reverse engineer all of that in the next movie, but I think for this movie, it was just that was them setting up the accident. Because as soon as you see the convoy trucks, you're like, oh, okay, I know what's about to, what's about to happen. Like something crazy is gonna happen, and the zombies gonna break out, and all of them gonna get killed, and then that's exactly what happened. But I don't know. Maybe they were en route to Area 51. I don't know. Like they had a conversation about aliens and Area 51 for the whole car ride up until the crash.
I have another little thought. So in the film, the billionaire guy who they were going into Vegas for to steal the money, there was a scene where after, they finished the conversation, he turns around and he's talking to some government officials. I personally don't think $200 million was what they went in there for. I think it was only ever for one of the alphas.
The head, yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what they went in there for. Yeah, that was the plot.
Yeah, that was the whole
They
plot.
hit him with the woolly woo. Okay, dope.
Yep, that's why my man's was in there, and they were trying to figure out why what his real purpose was, because they were like, what function do you serve with this team? Like, why are you even important in this whole mission?
There had to be an easier way to do that. I'm sorry.
To do what?
To go get one of them.
I mean, of course they could have easily.
I think they were trying to be discreet though. Yeah, they were trying to keep it.
Just flown in there, got the alpha's
keep
attention,
it on the hush hush.
Off, and they got out of there.
Yeah, keep it on the hush hush. Yeah. Tell you, man, they fumbled the ball. So I think some government official is taking advantage of it, and it's gonna try to, I guess, make a profit. Use that alpha head is.
I think the only thing I can think of too is like it's plausible deniability. Like if it's a heist, then they can easily write it off as a heist, and then you wouldn't even known that the head was like taken. You know what I'm saying? So like, pass or fail, the whole perception is that they went in to rob the casino.
Yeah.
You have no idea what the true intention is of the mission. Like from a PR standpoint, like that's what's going to get the media attention. Is like, oh, these people, 7 people, how many of them was it? 7 samurai? Because it was giving me 7 samurai vibes. Like they had to go recruit team one by one.
You had Ghost.
Vegas.
You had the safe cracker. You had Rambo girl. You had his daughter. You had the babysitter.
The pilot.
Pilot. That's 7. I feel like I'm missing somebody though. They had at least 7. Yeah.
The dude from YouTube.
Oh yeah. Dude from YouTube. Yeah, that's 8.
The YouTuber. Yeah.
The coyote. That's 9. And
side note, the black man lived to the end. Yeah, he became a zombie, but
did he though?
I appreciate that.
But he's
I wasn't even mad. I wasn't even mad at it. I was like, yo, Amar. Also,
I gotta be that moment.
Okay, but how did he get out of the safe? How did he get out of the safe though?
You should be able to get out of the safe from the inside. That's this. You feel stuck like that should just be like a rule. Like if you should be able to get out from the inside. It's not a jail cell. It's a safe. So stuck in there, you should get out.
So he got out before the bomb went off, the nuke?
No, he went out after.
You ain't saw that rubble around the safe?
He went. Now
there was no building. The building was gone.
They dropped a nuke, dog.
Yeah,
it's a nuke.
That safe repelled that baby nuke.
Well, he was also far enough underground anyway.
But that's my point, though. I feel like
above ground, he's radiated. He's dead anyway.
But he got bit, so that radiation, the radiation and the bite counteracts, neutralizes.
I think like maybe he knew he was gonna be a dead man walking, so he money to live out the rest of his days. Like he was gonna have cancer, but he was gonna live a little bit. That's how I took it.
Nah, man, that's called suspension of disbelief. That's what that is.
Hey, it was all over that. That was the entire movie, though. That was the entire movie. When that helicopter crashed, and they didn't die, I was like, that's crazy.
She shouldn't have survived that.
The whole thing.
She was walking. She was up and moving around. That was crazy.
Oh man, Star Wars MCU OG, what's going on?
What's going on?
All right.
Shout out.
So y'all ready to talk about that Eternals?
That boy Steve. Yeah. We didn't get everybody's ranking on the. We only got Ducky Momo was the only one that.
Ducky Momo, what Ducky say?
He gave it an 8.
He gave it an 8.
Okay.
I'm giving it a 4.
Ooh.
A 4. Goodness
gracious. 4. As far as zombie movies go and the zombiness, I ain't like it.
Indiana Jones, that's a good. It's a bad. Was that the most recent one? Because that was crazy.
It had to be.
Yeah, I think it was the Crystal Skull joint. Yeah, I don't count that movie. that movie exists on Earth 31. That's we.
Which Earth?
Not 31.
We on Earth 336.
Gotcha.
No, not 336.
Not 336.
Oh man, yeah. So if y'all saw the movie, Let us know on a scale of 1 to 10 in the comment section where you rank this movie.
I'm giving
In
the
that
zombies
Army
a
of the Dead,
4,
that is.
and I'll give the overall entertainment of the movie a 7. But the zombie factor, 4. Also, if you
Okay,
want to
I
see
can
a
I can
really
respect
great
that.
zombie movie, The Girl with All the Gifts is easily, I think, the best zombie film ever.
That's high praise right
The
there.
girl with all the gifts.
The
Okay.
Girl with All the Gifts.
Well, I've heard of that movie, but I didn't know it was a zombie movie.
It's a little sneaky joint, but it's very good. Let me see if it's streaming anywhere.
Okay. Low key fire.
Low Key Fire?
I've spoken about it on the show. This isn't the first time. Also on HBO Max. Look at that. Easy. We know y'all got it. Y'all got it. Go watch The Girl with All
I'm
the
about to
Gifts.
check that out.
It's really
Girl with All
good.
the Gifts. I didn't know it was a zombie movie. I've heard of the movie though.
So, what was y'all's favorite scene in that movie, Army of the Dead? Favorite moment?
The when the dude from the safe cracker, when he shot the zombie from behind Omari Hardwick for the first time, he was like, oh, and he was hyped. I like that.
Oh, the wedding, the wife zombie, the recently married, what you call it, the bride.
Bride to be or whatever.
Yeah, the bride zombie.
I thought he was just really excited. Like that would have been me. Like,
My favorite moment was seeing Rambo woman like go to work. That was like, man, I was hyped watching her.
I was nervous the whole scene when they were walking through. I was like, yo, how they just standing there?
Yeah, she should have lived longer, man. She should have made it out.
Yeah, she should have been one of the last ones to go. That was a highlight for me. I also like when the old dude got sacrificed for to the alphas at the beginning.
Yo, that was like a scary whole situation. Like I felt the horror in that situation. Like you just getting dragged away. You don't know where you're going. You don't know what's happening.
He deserved that.
Yeah.
He definitely deserved it.
He deserved every piece of that.
Oh, another scene
yeah.
is when the tiger killed old boy and was lunching.
Oh, the tiger! Like, bro, anytime the tiger was on screen, that was like, yeah, that death scene was fire.
Okay.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
The more I think about it, the more I feel like Zack Snyder stole ideas from every zombie movie, show, thing, and he just put them all in one. Like, there's pieces of I Am Legend, there's stuff from World War Z, there's stuff from The Girl with All the Gifts, like I don't want to give it away. Plot point that's very similar in how they act. What else? The freaking Walking Dead. There was a tiger in Walking Dead.
Mm-hmm.
That made it fun though. Putting all those elements from the different.
It's super tropey. It's like
I don't know where he got the zombie baby from though. That was all him. That was original.
That was his little haberdashery and hemoglobin on top.
He's got action.
Shout out Tony
like 80s action tropes, like all type. It's just the movie is just full of tropes. That's like part of the story, honestly.
I loved his slow mos in this movie too. Those Zack Snyder slow mos, man.
Classics.
He does not hold back on the slow mos.
More
slow mos.
Hey, if it's one thing, you gonna get them slow mos.
Yeah. It's like the movie was like 2.5 hours. 30 minutes was slow mo.
Yeah, 30 minutes of slow mos easily.
I will say it was a good 2.5 hours. I wasn't bored.
It was a fun movie.
I wasn't prepared for it to be 2.5 hours. Like I thought I was gonna sit down for 90 minutes and get out, and I was like, dang, like can I take a break? I wasn't ready.
Dawn of the Dead had a zombie baby. Y'all remember?
You're right, the Mekhi
Phifer.
Yo,
we all hated his character for that. So, we were like, man, you tripping.
It's a little different, but you're right, Ducky Moore. I forgot.
I will say too. On top of that, before we move into Eternals, I gotta shout out my man Dave Bautista because he was giving me strong Marcus Phoenix vibes from Gears of War in this movie, and he tweeted that earlier this week that he's interested in playing that character in
he could definitely play that character.
Yes, sir.
I think that's a role meant for him right there.
It absolutely is. Yeah. He's got the build and the physicality, and like, man, if somebody can write a really good Gears story, and I hope they get the creators involved, but they need to get on that because that generation that grew up on that Gears franchise, we're primed and ready to watch that.
Yeah.
And make it a series. Don't make it a movie. That franchise is like that. You can't get that story into a movie.
I heard about this Cookout.
Yeah, we saw this recently. Somebody shared this in Discord.
Yes, I did see that. I did. So I was going to talk about it probably on my Star Wars stream. I might do that later tonight, 7:00 today, as a matter of fact. But yeah, that's I definitely have talked about it in Discord, both in Gumbo and over on the Den. So I'm excited. I think that would be a fun film, or a trilogy for Zack Snyder. Because I can imagine Zack Snyder and Dave Filoni working together to create the Seven Samurai type of Star Wars movie, man, and it would kill. But absolutely, I'd love to see that.
That'd be dope.
Slow mo's and all.
See. Yo, that slow mo, lightsaber slow mo action.
Slow-mo.
It's still happening. It's still happening, but it's probably not going to be Star Wars anymore. It's just going to be unrelated, but it's still going to be sci-fi.
No, so technically, it can still be like he's changed the Star Wars elements of his treatment to just general sci-fi. But if with Dave Filoni getting that promotion, if he decided, hey, you know what, let's go back to this treatment and see what it's about, they can easily interject those Star Wars elements back into it. But either way, it's an interesting plot. It's even, but like I'm primed for a new sci-fi adventure done with Zack Snyder's style. Like I would see it regardless, like whether or not it's Star Wars or something of his own creation entirely. I'm down for that. Definitely down for that. Alrighty.
That's all I got on that.
Yeah. How y'all feel about this Eternals trailer?
I'm just trying to figure out where they were when Thanos was jacking people up.
Man,
everybody wondering that. They don't interfere. They don't interfere.
If they weren't going to interfere when Thanos was taking over, then they might as well stay where they at. What's coming out now? But you got a problem.
That was a question mark within that, especially putting that in the first trailer without any context, because a lot of people don't know anything about the Eternals for just off that. So the fact that they had that in the trailer with zero context for the Eternals whatsoever is questionable move to me, because like I said, they didn't get the email. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm still looking forward to seeing the movie, because I've heard good things about the film, but that's interesting.
Eternals?
Mm-hmm.
What have you heard
about the movie? That's really good. Like Chloe, she just won an Academy Award this past year for her movie. So she's the first Academy Award winning director on a Marvel movie.
Nice.
What movie did she win for?
I can't remember.
Didn't it just come out?
Yeah.
Look it up real quick. Eternals.
I think Nomadland is the movie. Yeah,
Yeah.
it had to be Nomadland.
Nomad. Okay, yeah. I was thinking Mud or something like that, but yeah, that's right. Nomad.
Yeah, and Best Picture. She wants
That's
Best
what's up.
Picture. So
Okay.
yeah,
Well, that's hopeful.
I've heard good things about the film just as a whole. I don't know if that was the right way to cut that trailer, and it's really
It
a
was.
teaser trailer, so it's not a story trailer at all. So the story trailer hopefully will get more information about the plot, but not of the movie itself. So I don't know. I'm still interested in the movie though.
I'm trying to figure out when the movie takes place as far as the MCU goes, like where this movie fits in. I know there's going to be a lot of time jumping in it. Some parts will take place way in the past. Will be like basically the earliest film in the MCU, and then some take place in the present or the present. We don't really know exactly when, but I like the Canadian Lab on YouTube is a really good channel if you guys want to check it out. He watches trailers and films at 0.025 speed or or
Okay.
0.25 speed. Yeah, 0.25 speed. So he watches movies and trailers really, really slow to see every single detail that he can pick up. And for the most part, he gets them all. And I was watching his review of the trailer in 0.25 speed, and I can't find out exactly when in the present the movie or the current times, like where it takes place. So that's how I want to know where it's going to fit in. Is this a
Oh,
post
so
Thanos? Is this
no,
post
so
snap?
from
Is this
yes, from what I understand, like the movie takes place between from like it's from ancient history all the way to uh, after Endgame.
Post snap.
Yeah, yeah. Like I mean, not the initial Thanos snap, but like the who
Banner snap?
Yeah,
no the who
I feel you,
Thor
Ducky.
Thor
I'm
not
right
Thor
there with you.
what you call it
Bruce Banner. No,
Banner. Yeah, you said Banner.
it's a banner snap.
Banner snap. Yeah, yeah. So post Banner snap, that brought everyone back.
Hmm.
So like it's
Yeah,
going to span the course of human history, basically. So it will be it's the most expansive Marvel film that we've gotten.
I hope they don't spend a lot of time on like the history, like them going through the ages of Earth and all that. Like, I'm not
Nah,
interested.
it I think it'll be more of a time lapse. Like most of the movie will be in the present, but like there's going to be a significant amount of time. Not like the main plot is not going to be them going through time, but like there will be some explanation and a lot of sequences that show them in different time periods and different eras throughout human history, and the effect that they've had on human history, although they don't directly intervene in human history. But like there's a shot where they're irrigating like farmland. Like they do stuff. They've been involved in human history, but they don't directly intervene in human affairs.
All I know is it better be something real serious. Like they need to set up who the big villain is for the next phase or something. I need to know
Yeah.
what all of a sudden is going to get them out where Thanos wasn't good enough.
Was there like a romance situation happening with two of them
Hmm.
in that
To
trailer?
me, it looked like there was a romance situation that was going downhill, like throughout with the song that they played, and then just how they were looking together. It looks like they were in love, and things don't end too well.
Hmm.
I need to read up more on the Eternals. I know a little bit about them, but I don't even know all of their names.
Yeah, me neither. I'm looking at Google right now because I'm wondering why they're like humans.
They
You'd
were
expect them to be
created.
celestial beings.
Well,
And
they
did
technically they
the
were
Eternals
created by the
create?
Celestials to protect the humans.
That's crazy because wasn't Ego a celestial?
Yes, but
And
not all of the Celestials are like so. Like some of them are kind of some of them are evil, some of them are good. So the good Celestials, I think, are the bad. No, it's the Celestials and the Deviants. I think the Deviants are. I might be getting that
the
wrong.
Celestials created humans, deviants, and the Eternals. So there's humans, there's the
The
Celestials,
Deviants and
the
then the yeah
Eternals who are good humans with powers, I guess you could call them that, and then the deviants are monsters with some
yeah
sort of power also.
So
yeah
who's a
yeah. So
deviant?
the Deviants are like they're really monsters. None of the Eternals are technically Deviants.
I don't think we've seen any on screen yet.
Yeah, they
Have
didn't
we?
show
In
any.
MCU?
Yeah, and that probably will be the main villain. Like if Deviants return, because more than likely when we see them fighting throughout history, it'll be the Deviants that they're fighting. And if let's say the Deviants after the snap decide to uh, come back to challenge the Eternals or the humans, like I could see them returning. I don't know, but I think that the deviants are going to be the villain and the big bad.
We definitely think we'll see some in here.
Yeah,
There's
because
also a
we're
lot of
definitely moving into
connections.
more of the cosmic threats within the Marvel universe.
So these are the deviants, at least the old school deviants.
Yeah, and we didn't see any of them in the trailer. So I'm pretty sure they're going to save that for that story trailer. And D23 usually is in August, so I'm pretty sure the main story trailer will be debuting then with that whole MCU lineup of trailers that they released for D23.
Also, there's a big connection between the deviants and the scrolls. So we'll get more
Mm-hmm.
scrolls, getting closer
Yeah,
to secret
Oh,
invasion. I'm hype about that.
the deviants made the scrolls.
it's
Ooh.
possible. Either they made the scrolls or they are working with the scrolls in Secret Invasion. Like they're the ones orchestrating all of that behind the scenes. That could be an interesting plot too. Like especially if like the deviants have a direct hand in Secret War and the scroll invasion, that would definitely cause for the Eternals to get involved.
Okay, I see. Especially if they're infiltrating in bad spaces and they're trying to take stuff,
Yeah.
take things down. I could see.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I kind of wonder. I kind of want to fight that, but then I also agree with Ducky Momo. Like, there's a whole bunch of uh, previous stuff for them to look at. You know, there's a whole bunch of
There's a
comments
bunch
where
of
they could just
comics. Yeah.
go by.
That
Yeah, they got
But
50
it's
plus
hard.
years of content
Yeah,
to
that's what I'm saying. Like
cipher.
that would be difficult for me to imagine them running out of ideas. They've literally got, to JPM's point, over 50 years of content to pull from.
But to Ducky Momo's point, they're going rogue anyway. So
Yeah,
hopefully,
but
all
the stories are still like within the scope of. They're still adaptations of certain comic book stories.
Yeah.
It's just they are deviating quite a bit from the original source material, but they're still tethered to some degree to some of the source material. They're drawing a lot of inspiration for it, like they're adapting it for the universe that they've created on screen. But at the same time, it's still there's still quite a significant difference between what we see in the comics and what we see on screen.
Yeah, X-Men will be. I'm excited for X-Men. I just don't inject any more iron into somebody's backside, please. Not here for it.
you will not let that scene go. I feel like you were harsh on that because of your brother's influence. That movie was not that bad. Talking about X2, y'all. X2 was great. Okay?
X1, X2, X3, all Garbino. Trash.
How you feel about the new ones? The only one that was good. Well, no, because there's even beef with First Class. But which was your favorite one?
I like
one
the
where-
First Class more than the first X-Men movies.
But they killed Darwin though. That didn't even make sense.
It didn't, but
Exactly.
I enjoyed First Class.
Overall,
X2 was good.
I think that boy Steve, I agree with you. Shang-Chi
Yes.
is looking like
Yeah.
that's some heat. That's been the best trailer that they've released thus far.
Yeah, Shang-Chi might be the one.
I finally watched it. I'm still not getting hyped until Black Widow comes out. But the trailer did look good.
Yeah. Man. So yeah, well, the Spider-Man stuff is heating up too. Like when we see that trailer finally, because a lot of that, the rumors are starting to slowly get confirmed. So that Spider-Man 3 movie is about to be bananas.
Carnage. I can't wait to see Carnage on the big screen.
Yeah. So
I've been waiting for this.
Why
How many movies are
D23?
here? 4?
Yeah, we got 4 movies coming out this year. You got the Eternals,
Black Widow,
Black Widow, the Eternals, Shang-Chi,
Spider-Man.
Carnage.
Yeah, Carnage too. Because when the Carnage comes
No,
out?
Carnage is in the Venom movie, the Venom 2 movie.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
when does
I'm
that
still
come?
hyped
Does it
for
come
it.
out this year?
That comes out September.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
so
soon?
that's 4 movies. Yeah.
Hey, we lit.
I think we get Spider-Man in beginning of 2022.
Oh man. Yeah. Spider-Man
All-
and
That boy
Multiverse
Steve,
of Madness come out.
All praise due to the first class. That's why it's
talk
called
to him.
First
It doesn't make
Class.
any sense.
And the X trilogy is called X trilogy because it's out of here. I can't get my,
Oh
my X right.
That boy Steve talk to
Get
him.
it out of here.
Sense. It doesn't make any sense.
Speaking of, since we are talking about the Eternals before we move on, I'm still
blame
on
Halle Berry.
on
She
that
was not
bandwagon that the mutants or the X gene will be referenced in that movie.
In the Eternals?
Yes, that'll be the first time we hear that.
I learned a
can see
lesson with what we did with WandaVision. I'm not gassing myself up anymore because you go back a few months ago, we definitely said they were going to bring mutants out in WandaVision. We were like,
yeah.
yo,
Oh,
mutants.
yeah.
And
See, I
Who
speculate-
was saying that?
me, I was saying that. The internet was saying that. Everybody was saying that.
Hey,
and
man.
I'm still gonna speculate.
That
'cause
show,
I enjoy
boy,
speculating.
WandaVision was a trip, man. Golly.
So I'm not.
That
That's
was
why
good.
I'm not even hyped for the other Marvel movies because I just need them to come
Mephisto.
out. I can get hyped after. Please don't remind me, okay? I let myself get sucked into that and couldn't even enjoy the show. So I'm not gassing myself up. No predictions, no nothing. I'm gonna just go into the theater with zero expectations and enjoy the movie and talk about it after.
100%, Ducky. 100%.
Yeah, they can definitely bring those classic X-Men suits back into the game.
That's fair. The non-existent. Let's blame the non-existent entity on all the problems.
Yeah.
That's all I got on that. Did y'all want to talk about this Marvel MGM purchase?
Somebody need to stop Amazon.
Amazon.
Amazon,
They,
I was about to say.
They make it. They just Amazon needs to be. Something needs to happen. They too big, man. They too big.
Well, I hadn't considered this, but the that James Bond movie that never released.
Nope.
So I'm curious now to see. I'm assuming that they'll stick to their plan to release the movie, which I'm assuming will come out sometime in November, like all James Bond movies usually do. But does this present the opportunity for them to release this on Amazon Prime,
Absolutely.
like
Or it's-
simultaneous, like do a
I think
premiere
they'll wait.
access type thing, like.
I don't think they would do that, but at least you would get all of the 007 films in one place.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be nice.
That'd be great.
For me, that's what's like. I don't know what else to really think of it other than like James Bond, because that for me is like that is MGM for me. So having all of the James Bond movies come to Amazon Prime, that's a cool thing. And then we'll see what they do with the Bond franchise from here. They technically don't have any new Bond movies coming out. The one that's still pending is already that's finished. So whatever Bond movies they take on next is under Amazon's direction. So hopefully we'll see.
Also, I saw the trailer for that in theaters, and it does look really good. The new
Oh
movie.
yeah.
Oh, you
Bond
got
movies.
the Hobbit movies are MGM.
Oof, they can like keep those.
Wait a minute. So the Hobbit movies, that means the Lord of the Rings probably were too, and of course we know.
No,
Oh,
they already own. Yeah, they already own Lord of the Rings franchise, but now they have the Hobbit. Which is why the Hobbit's not been on Amazon, because you can watch the Lord of the Rings movies. Yes, they are still making the Lotro show.
They've already started filming.
Yes, that started filming back in February, as a matter of fact. So they're well underway in production. I'm definitely looking forward to that series because that's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. It's an origin story. That is a fun universe. Lord of the Rings. Hopefully, they can do some more stuff with the Harry Potter universe as well. Who owns that? The Harry Potter franchise, the film.
That's
franchise.
Warner Brothers, right?
Oof, that's rough.
That's
man, that's rough right there. But are they Universal?
No, that's not Universal.
So why is but the Harry Potter ride like that Harry Potter stuff is at Universal.
They have the studios, but it is Warner Brothers.
Hmm.
They
Interesting.
have,
They must have a partnership.
yeah.
Who will buy Lionsgate? Hmm. Netflix needs to make a play on somebody.
I was just thinking, Ducky Momo made a point how when Disney makes a big purchase, people aren't as loud as when Amazon does it. And I feel like Netflix is slowly becoming the little guy when they were the ones that kind of stepped in and messed things up as far as streaming and television and TV goes, and television and film. They got to do something.
Yeah, I would say between Netflix and HBO, I think they are probably the ones who need to make a play on another studio, like Lionsgate, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean,
Especially HBO, because HBO doesn't have, for whatever reason, they don't have the numbers, the subscriber numbers, even though, in my opinion, they got some of the best content on streaming platforms right now, as far as the quality of their content.
I think
HBO has always been like in-house though. They don't really acquire other studios.
Yeah, my thing, but for me, like in my opinion, like if they're gonna stay in the streaming game, if they're gonna continue in the streaming war, they got to start like making some acquisitions to get more notable uh, content onto their platform. Because HBO on like television, the channel like all of their original content is on there, but that's like if you're going to start, creating a streaming platform, like you got to have like a lot of different blockbuster type content.
Don't they have a deal with DC Universe?
yes.
Yeah, but look at the state of DC.
Um, I'll also say we talked about this on the Discord a little bit, and I stand by my opinion. HBO does not spend a lot of money on, or in my opinion, not enough money on marketing itself. Like literally, any person who has HBO, who pays for
I see.
HBO with their cable, has HBO Max already included. The only thing these people have to do is go to the website and activate it. That's it, nothing more. And they're not doing it. And I don't think it's because they don't want to. I don't think they realize that they can. Also, they may not have to because now, because of cable, a lot of the stuff that's available on HBO Max is now available just directly through your cable box. I know if you have Fios and Xfinity, you just press a button and boom, you can watch it. But it does not transfer over to the app. Like it's not like you're watching it on the app, you're watching it through your cable. I
Yeah.
think that's an issue that they have. Like they're not marketing themselves. Like I'm sorry, every day y'all talk about a new show on the Discord on HBO Max that I have never heard of, and I only know about it because y'all mentioned it on Discord. And because I'm watching a lot of other streaming sites and a little bit of TV, I'm not seeing those ads for it. Like the only
Yes.
way that you see ads, the only place you see ads for all of HBO Max content is on HBO. And if you're not watching the channel, you're really missing out.
Speaking of shows on HBO Max, y'all got to check out The Nevers. That is a really good show, yo. That is a really good show.
So we just gonna let old boy slide for all his transgressions.
What happened?
Ooh,
Your boy, Josh Sweden.
John Sweeten.
Josh
Josh
Sweden.
Whedon.
Josh
Oh,
Whedon?
is he? Oh, yeah, he is the showrunner
Oh.
for
He's the
that.
showrunner for the Nevers. That's why I left
Yeah,
it alone. Y'all
it's a
just,
good.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a
I ain't
good
forget
show.
that. That's
Though.
why I let
It's
it's a good show,
yeah,
though.
it's really good. That's like, it's not for whatever. It's wild because it doesn't have like, it doesn't have those issues. You know what I'm saying? Like, and there's opportunity for them to be there now. If it comes out that, I don't know, man, it's a good show because the wild thing is like, it's a there's a lot of women in the show and it's like they
What
they
that pose
kind of lead
mean?
it. Well, that was the issue with Whedon. Like a lot of what he was doing was like, yeah,
Performative.
so that's, and I'm like, ooh, okay. And then like I didn't realize he was the showrunner until the credits rolled, and I'm like, dang, this is a really good show.
I started the first like 15 minutes and turned it off. I didn't give it enough time. So I'd have to
I'm
go back
not
and
going
watch.
to,
I feel
Yeah.
you, Monty.
but hope
I'm not
y'all.
gonna watch it either. I'm not gonna watch it. Nah.
But it does have. I mean, it does have quite the following on the Discord. So a lot of people love it. Shouts out to y'all. I can't do it. I ain't forget. My brain can't let me hit that play button.
Yo, check out the Alienist, man. I need more commentary on this. I need to hear people's reactions. It's a
What's that
crazy
on?
show. HBO Max. No.
Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime, HBO Max. I
No,
think it's HBO Max.
It
Yeah,
is
it's
HBO Max.
HBO Max. Yeah. It's got Zemo in it. And Dakota Fanning.
Oh, she out here.
It was,
Yeah.
but see, that's I think it started on a network, and HBO picked it up.
Yeah, I think TNT or something like that.
Yeah, it's TNT. Which I was like, yo, this is on TNT. That's crazy.
Yeah.
High quality.
Did HBO pick it up to continue the show, or is it like that's it?
From what I understand, that's it. But for whatever reason, HBO decided to add it to work out a contract with TNT to host it on their platform. So I don't know. I'm glad it's on HBO Max because it's a good show.
TNT is good for killing shows. This isn't the first show. The name escapes me, but there was a show that was on TNT that was good, and it.
No, they didn't kill it. It's just a self-contained story. The story is actually finished.
Got you.
Now they can spin out other shows from where they left off, but the story itself, they finished. They told it.
I think there's 3 seasons. 2 are on HBO Max right now.
Mm-hmm.
Got you. I'll check it out. I will say though, I'm a little tired of period pieces. Just in general, don't want to deal with anything where they needed horses and buggies, and I am especially sick of Jim Crow era shows. I have my quota, and I'm gonna watch Lovecraft Country season 2, but other than that, I don't care how great the show is. My brain can no longer handle it. So I don't know if y'all gonna get me to watch the Aliens right now, but maybe some time will pass and I'll be able to move past it. But I have reached my full. I tried to watch them on Amazon Prime Video, even though I knew the violence was going to be crazy. But not that. I knew I didn't really like the showrunners and the people involved, but I at least, it was Black people. I wanted to give it a chance. But no, I can't handle any of that stuff right now. Mackie Boomers, I don't know if it's confirmed. I just assumed because if there should be no reason why they would cancel it. Let me
I don't think they're going to have season 2 of Lovecraft Country. I think there'll be spin-offs of Lovecraft of the show, but
that was
not
a pretty
direct
story
continuation
they
of the
told.
series. Yeah.
As of May 5th, the show was still not renewed. Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
Misha Green said she didn't. I don't think she intended for. She didn't. I don't think she said. If I remember correctly, she wasn't going to do season 2. Like she definitely has more stories in that universe to tell, but not a season 2 per se of Lovecraft Country. So
like
there's some options. Yeah, like there's definitely other stories that she has ready to go, but they wouldn't be a direct continuation like a season 2 of Lovecraft.
Yeah.
But
There was speculation of a second season taking place in the future with the daughter.
Yeah, like they're doing a major time jump.
I'm cool with that. Shoot, that'll take us out of Jim Crow. I'm fine. I'm honestly happy even if it doesn't go down. I'm loving the short series, limited series, or the one time 10 episode thing that's been happening lately. Just give me really good content and end it. HBO is good with that stuff. The moment a show hits past 3 seasons, HBO is gonna end it horribly. Like it just never fails. Ducky Momo, Lovecraft Country is a show that came out last year on HBO. It takes place in Jim Crow south. Was it Chicago? Some parts were in Chicago. Some parts were where else, guys?
Tulsa.
Tulsa,
It
Oklahoma.
kind of, yeah, it travels, but it's in that Jim Crow era.
But it's
Um,
about a family who a black family who realizes that they have magic in the family. That's the best way I can describe it, and just the story of them coming back together after a long time. It was a very entertaining show. It's based a little bit on the monsters of H.P. Lovecraft. He was a writer in the 20s, 1920s and 30s, who wrote about monsters and things. He was very, very racist, openly did not like Black and Jewish people. And he used his monsters for as an excuse to justify his racism, basically saying because he did not spend time around, people of color and people of other races, that they were scary, and that justified, him writing these tales like, you don't know what's out there. You don't know the truth about Black people if you never spend time with them. So there's nothing wrong with me hating them because I don't know. Which doesn't make any sense to a sane person, but regardless, yeah, the show was inspired by his stories.
Yeah, those were some interesting short stories that he would write, though.
You do see Cthulhu in one of the episodes briefly, but there are some other monsters involved in the show.
Yeah. Cthulhu's in the opening scene of the movie, of the show.
speak,
That
speaking of, speaking of period pieces, real quick, the Peaky Blinders season 6 just wrapped, and they're aiming for a September 21 release on Netflix.
I can't. That's another period piece. It's probably really good, but
It's good.
It's phenomenal.
It's good, Amani.
I'm gonna try to watch a couple episodes.
Peaky Blinders, man.
I'm just
The come up was real. The come up, man. But yeah, that boy
man.
Steve, that's a good point. That's like goes back to that question of separating people from their art or their work.
I've heard about H.P. Lovecraft and his stories, but I didn't know he was racist until Lovecraft Country came out and we were doing my research. I actually think I learned through Lou also more about him. If it weren't for the show, I probably wouldn't known that he was that kind of guy.
Yeah, same. Yeah, the stories I've read from him though are, I gotta say, they're good.
Completely unrelated to what we're talking about, since you mentioned the book, JBM. I want the world to know I cracked open Dune. I'm on page 10.
Oh,
man!
I finally opened it. We out. I'm gonna finish it. I just wanted to let y'all know I took the plastic off. We out here, okay? I'm gonna get it done.
Amani, that's a dry book. That book is dry.
Listen, don't please encourage me. That's not encouraging. I'm trying to finish it. I'm gonna watch the movie. I'm gonna read the book before the movie comes out.
So you got the physical copy, not the audio book.
I got the physical copy. I snooze on all the books. I don't care how good the
oh yeah, you would definitely I don't see how the audiobook of that book would improve the reading quality, because it's descriptive. It's a very descriptive novel. I'll say that.
I like that. I'm cool with that. So I'm on page 10.
Yeah, okay. Page 10. Woo! Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm gonna let y'all know when I get to page 20.
Baby steps.
We out here. Okay. I'm gonna finish the book before y'all listen. It is Sunday, May 30th at 3:10 p.m. Imani will finish Dune before the movie comes out. I'm gonna read the book and I'm gonna watch the old one.
Have you finished Clone Wars?
No, listen, that's besides the point. We're not talking about that right now. We're talking about Dune right now.
I mean, there was
that ship doesn't sell. That ship sells.
There's predictions that have been made on when that show would be finished.
First of all, no, I told y'all when I was going to get to season 3. I never made a claim as to when I was going to finish Clone Wars. And I'm not going to right now because it's Dune time. Okay? Let me get through.
That's not going to happen.
Dune. It's going to happen. I don't appreciate the faith that y'all have in me.
I believe in you. I believe you.
I'm going to finish this book before the movie comes out.
I say about 8 months.
I mean, probability.
Movies gonna be out this year
Would dictate that it would happen at some point in time.
before the film comes out. It could be 2 hours beforehand. It's gonna get done.
When does the film come out? Because that got released.
I thought it got
Or
delayed
pushed back.
again.
Delayed.
Yeah.
Well, so
October
I
1st.
don't
So
know.
you got till October 1st to finish that
So
book.
the Dune creators were like, "Yo, ain't no way y'all putting this out on HBO Max. Like, it's not happening." But if you go
Yeah.
on HBO Max and you look at the film soon to come, Dune is still very much there. Like, they have not taken it down. Like, if you click on coming soon,
I mean, because regardless, it's going to come out on HBO Max. It's just not what he was fighting. Denis Villeneuve was them releasing it exclusively on HBO Max and not going to theaters. Like he was fighting for the theatrical experience, which is why they pushed it back to October. How long it will, now whether or not it'll be exclusively in theaters for a certain amount of time, I don't know. But he got his wish in that regard. Like it will be coming out in theaters. It will not be going straight to HBO Max. So yeah, and it's their property, so I'm pretty sure they can promote it on their website. That's for sure. And they got to start regenerating that hype train for the movie because just like every other movie that got delayed, that all the marketing and promo that they were doing for the film, they've already spent that money and done that. And then the movies got pushed back and delayed, so now they've got to pump more money back into the marketing campaigns for these films to get people re-engaged in that in the content.
one, I appreciate that Dune, once COVID, like, it's clear it's around for a while and they don't know when the films are going to come out, they paused everything. I haven't seen another word about this movie until recently, so I really appreciate that. And two, that boy Steve, you rude. Now I have to. You gonna owe me $20.
Oh man, hey, y'all better exchange cash apps.
If you ain't on the Discord, you need to join Discord right now. Coop, drop the link. Okay, that way once I finish the book, I can come at you and get my $20. Right? That's a week. That's not a week's worth of Starbucks. That's like 3 days worth of Starbucks right there.
3 days.
That's about 7 Americano. No, that ain't.
Oh, shout out to the salted caramel. What is it? Let me look it up. They got a new drink. Nah, they got a new joint. I didn't even know.
They got one new. Yeah, there's a like got brown sugar in it or something like that.
Oh, let me look at it. Let me look at my previous purchases. The salted caramel cream cold brew. You don't even need to adjust it. It's perfect as is. Ooh.
Oh, we lost Coop.
Lost Coop.
Look like a manual pause.
That's right.
Manual pause. But yeah, the so when are we picking back up the Marvel rankings?
I mean, we're an hour and 15 in right now. We can at least look at it and decide if we want to rank all of these that we have left. Oh, he's back. Let me see if I can share this screen. Coop, you ready to see what we want to do about these Marvel rankings?
Let's get into it. Marvel, Sony. We got 14 films? It's the Sony films, and then it's the rest of the films that were unranked.
That's it.
Should we do a?
These are the remaining ones. All right, Venom and Blade need to be at the top.
Off real. Hey, hold on now. Let's recap this for the new people in the stream.
Want me to bring in the old one? So we decided that we want to try to rank every superhero film as of right now that's based on comic books. Hopefully we can extend it at some point. We started with Marvel first. So first we ranked the MCU films. Wait, this don't look right. That's right. So these are our rankings of the MCU films from best to worst. We got Captain America Civil War, Captain America the Winter Soldier, Black Panther, Avengers Infinity War, and then Avengers Endgame. rounding out the top 5. All the way in the bottom, we got, what was that?
And a hot take on that, we had Ant-Man in the
Dark
top
World.
10 at the
Which
number 10 spot. That was
I
hot.
watched Ant-Man again, and can I just say, I don't think we were wrong to have it there. I still think that movie is great.
Yeah, Ant-Man slept on, man. That's a good movie.
Shout out to Ant-Man.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. Like, people don't give that movie enough credit.
We like Ant-Man.
Like,
And
it's got the right balance of everything for me.
Yeah.
The humor,
also-
the levity, the story, the action, the
Casting.
just the plot, the casting, the chemistry, the cast, like everything. It just works well. Like I enjoyed that movie.
Then we ranked the Fox
This
film.
was so
This
hard
was
to figure out
harder
what was the
than we
best
thought it
movie.
was going to be. But if anything, it was more of a battle for what was worse. Like
Yes.
after here, like it was
The bottom
really
10. The bottom
Yeah.
10 was where we spent the most time just
This
figuring out
was
what
hard.
the worst movie
Hard.
was.
Yeah.
And y'all already know those those X-Men movies are way too high.
They're
I was
right where they are.
I lost the majority vote.
They're fine right where they are. They're fine. But this right here, actually, this makes me excited for today's because I know what's going to the bottom. I know what's going to the bottom of the films that we have today. But where do y'all want to start? What's best or what's worse?
Oh man, go ahead, drop that Hulk down to the bottom.
Hell, you already know.
Go ahead, put that down there. Let's get that over with.
This is easily, well,
Worse than Ghost Rider?
Oh, absolutely, 110%. You can watch Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider's right above it though.
wait, Ghost
Yeah,
Rider,
put
first
Ghost
one or
Rider.
second one?
First one and the second one.
Oh, put the second one because I didn't even see the second one. Put the second one and then put the first one.
Oh wow, we were supposed to watch the second one too, weren't we? We didn't do our homework.
Oh man, well I guarantee you it ain't better than the first one. I guarantee it.
All right, so here's the problem also. I did not see the 2 Punisher films.
The two, you didn't see those? They were like
They
So I'm
were,
going to take y'all's word for it, and I'll watch them this week, but I definitely didn't see those.
it was
They
a
might
shoot
be
'em up
some-
movie. You know what I
They
mean?
might be
Punisher
somewhere.
Warzone was
They
more
got
of
the action
a
right. They got the character right.
yeah.
It's
I
not
like
actually that
Warzone
bad,
better
honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Punisher Warzone was much better than the 2004 Punisher.
Yes, yeah. It's not better than the Netflix Punisher, but it's not
Absolutely
horrible.
not.
So then do we
It's
want
not
to
horrible.
worry about
That's
those?
going to be somewhere in the middle, probably. I'm thinking like it's going to be hard to put that. They're not at the bottom.
Gotcha.
Not at the bottom. I don't think.
Blade is definitely at the top of this
Blade
list.
is number 1.
I was going to say, can we put Blade at number 1? Because Imani was Blade at number 1.
Yeah, Blade number 1. I say Venom would be my number 2, and Blade 2 would be my number 3.
And the original Spider-Man trilogy is in here too.
That boy Steve says Ghost Rider 2 is definitely not in Ghost Rider 1's league.
Ooh, I gotta tell y'all something. The other morning, I sneezed and pulled a back muscle.
Oh man,
Saying,
that man,
don't turn
that
30.
boy-
Are you
that boy
okay?
old. That boy old.
I don't know. I need yoga in my life or something. This ain't.
Yes, sir. You need.
How are we feeling about Venom being at number 2 for now?
All right, I'm good with that. What you got, Coop? What you say, Coop? I don't know what that is, Ducky. Dolph Lundgren Punisher movie. Just drop a link, Ducky. Let's see what that is.
You know what? There are some extra movies that I did not include because of time. Let me see if I can pull it up. Oh, here it goes right here. There was a Captain America movie in 1944. There was a Howard the Duck movie in 1986. There was a Punisher movie in 1989. There was a Captain America film in 1990. And then there's a Fantastic Four film that was made in 1994 that was unreleased. So
so I can imagine an 80s Punisher movie not being that bad, given 80s being like really the height of the action
It's dark
genre.
Is Dark Man.
But it was a
Where's
direct to
Dark Man at?
video
What
release in the
universe is
United
that?
States. It never went in theaters in the US.
Is in Darkman DC?
I don't know.
Who?
I did not see Spider-Man on this list though. I would put Spider-Man above Venom.
I can agree. The first Spider-Man.
Yeah. First Spider-Man and
I remember-
Spider-Man 2. Ooh, that's tough.
I don't know if I'm putting Spider-Man 2 above it.
I would say the first Spider-Man fits in that number 2 spot.
I could put Spider-Man 2 in the 4th spot.
I can.
That boy
agree with
Steve
that.
says, "Where's Spawn on the list? Spawn supposed to be here?"
Spawn's not Marvel.
Spawn is DC, right? Or is Spawn its own thing?
Spawn is in
Spawn is
a
independent.
different thing.
Yeah. That boy
Spawn
Steve. We're getting through Marvel first, then we're gonna tackle DC and all those films, and then at some point we're gonna have to get into other superhero films.
Image Comics is Spawn. Yeah.
Definitely
Spawn
better
is
than
Image
Venom.
Comics.
Yeah, so when we get into like independent, because we'll have to rank independent comic book movies, and that'll be where we cover Spawn, and I think Darkman is independent too.
That's what I was thinking, Mac. Yeah, I remember Spider-Man 2 being like really good. Like,
I'm not saying it's bad. I thought I enjoyed.
Is it better than Venom?
More?
I feel like it was like Doc Ock and that. Like that was a good. I'd put Spider-Man 2 above Venom.
I honestly can't disagree with that though, because those Spider-Man movies were like amazing. Honestly,
Am I being outvoted?
The first 2 were
Might
amazing.
be.
3 was
First 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I can go both. Then you can think, yeah, I can live with that. It's still top 5. Venom.
Yeah, Venom definitely top 5. Blade 2 is. I would put Blade 2 above Spider-Man 3.
See, this middle area, this like 5 through 11 is going to be interesting because I think there's a lot of mediocrity in this.
I would say that this list looks better than the X-Men list.
That's for sure.
Like,
but see, the battle with the Fox stuff was like the bottom 10. This is going to be like there's some clear cut, favorites, and then there's some clear cut like bad movies, and then there's a lot that were kind of sort of in the middle. They weren't horrible, they weren't great, but they were entertaining or good.
See, right now I'm wondering if Blade 2 should be in the number 5 seed, or should it be one of those Amazing Spider-Man movies?
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking top.
I like the Amazing Spider-Man 2 more than I like the Amazing Spider-Man. I like the second one with Electro.
Okay.
Second one had Electro. The first one had the Lizard. Is that right?
Yeah. I like the second one better than the first one. Also, I didn't.
Amazing Spider-Man. Yeah. But is it better than Blade 2?
I'll watch Blade 2 and
That's what I'm saying.
I would do Blade 2.
I would say Blade 2.
I'll watch Blade
top
2.
five.
Yeah, I'll watch Blade 2 before I watch any of the Amazing Spider-Man movies if I had to pick. And then Amazing Spider-Man 2 in the 6th spot. Is that what we're saying?
I can get with that.
And then what? Amazing
I have to
Spider-Man?
make some adjustments.
Hold on now. Don't forget about Warzone.
Got the Punisher, yeah, Warzone.
Punisher Warzone, that was tough.
I'm gonna let y'all decide on both of the Punisher films. Take your word for it, and I'll watch them this week.
Okay, so would I watch Warzone Punisher before I watch The Amazing Spider-Man? I think I would. I would do that.
I would.
I think I would.
So Punisher Warzone in the 7th spot.
Yes, that would be my vote.
Yeah.
Number 7. See, we got any objections in the chat? I don't think so. Blade 2.
We got one objection.
He said Blade 2 was good enough to get a sequel. Amazing Spider-Man 2 was not.
On the contrary, some of the movies they give sequels don't deserve them. I think that movie could have got a sequel, but it's cool. What's up, Norman?
What up? What up?
What's good? What's going on?
All right.
Uh,
So yeah, mark out Warzone and Amazing Spider-Man 2. Oh, we got Blade Trinity. Blade Trinity is when it started to get crazy.
yeah,
That's the one where the things opened up like this.
the mouth. Yeah, they went alien.
But
on
that's
us.
the one
That was
where
in 2 also though. That was in 2.
But they went like bananas with it.
Yeah.
In the third one.
Yeah.
that's the one that had Ryan Reynolds, and he talks about how badly Wesley Snipes talked about him on set. I will never not talk about that. It was hilarious.
Oh, man.
Wesley Snipes was like horrible to the other cast on set, and he treated Ryan Reynolds like crap, which I think is just funny now.
Is the Punisher worse than Spider-Man 3? I don't think it is.
I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, I don't think it is. That Spider-Man 3 it's just it's not it for me.
Yeah,
So
even as a kid, I didn't like that movie.
Oh.
Are we putting Spider-Man 3 in the 11 spot?
Yeah, let's go ahead and put it there. Number 11.
It might be down there.
If it don't capture the mind of a kid, then it has no hope.
Yeah, because I remember seeing what was I in like middle school when that came out? Had to be. I remember I didn't really particularly like that movie. Because I know I saw Spider-Man 1 and 2 twice in theaters. I saw that one once.
I didn't see Spider-Man 3 in theaters at all.
I don't remember watching. I don't even remember if I got the DVD.
You know it's bad. You don't ask your mom for the DVD.
Not the soul playing treatment, Normie.
I still watch it.
Here's the thing, though. Like, if we're ranking it against everything else in the field, like, it's hard to put that one up that high. There's better movies.
Yeah. I think I'd put the Punisher in the number 8 spot.
I can't poo-poo that.
Wait, so then where's Blade Trinity going?
All right. Well,
9. I'm definitely putting Blade Trinity above the rest, aside from the Punisher.
So the Amazing Spider-Man is going in the 10 spot or the 9 spot?
Is it that low?
The Amazing Spider-Man.
I will say this.
I think the Amazing Spider-Man. That's what I'm saying. I think the Amazing Spider-Man though is better than Blade Trinity. I think there's an argument can be made for Amazing Spider-Man 1 in the 8 spot and Trinity in the
I give you that. Yeah. Yeah.
So we're doing Blade Trinity in the 10 spot. Amazing Spider-Man.
No. Trinity's going in 9. Amazing Spider-Man is going in the 8 spot.
And then Punisher going in the 10 spot.
Oh, you put Punisher above Trinity.
Wait, what were you?
Yeah.
And then
it's there.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So you get okay. Because I was stuck on Trinity and Punisher. Like I'm back and forth on them too.
Yeah, I mean, would you say that? Because I think you can. There's an argument can be made to swap Punisher and Trinity. Like I don't know what I'll watch more. Like if I had to choose between Blade Trinity or the Punisher, I don't know. I might watch. I'd have to watch the Punisher 1 again. I'd have to watch both of those movies to see if that positioning is justified. But I think in my opinion, both of those movies are interchangeable.
Yeah.
The argument can be made.
I concur.
I would also say this is one of the easiest ranking that we've done.
For sure.
This was absolutely. Well, we do this in 20 minutes.
We need more time.
Yeah, that was quick.
Damn.
It's not a lot of time for debate. Yeah, there's a lot of mediocrity in the list though. I guess that may have made it a little easier because you got your clear cut. Like I said, the top 5 is clearly defined. There's no debate there for us with the top 5, and then the bottom 10 was. Yeah, that middle list is that's where all the debate was. That boy Steve says Punisher 1 is.
Are you reading that?
Are you saying less than, or are you saying
or ordered?
Yeah,
You think
because
Punisher 2 is better
he's
than
saying
Blade
Punisher
3?
2 is better than Blade 3 and Punisher 1. That's how I'm reading that, unless I'm supposed to look at it as an arrow pointing and saying Blade 1 is better than Blade 3, which is better than Punisher 2.
Well,
That's the
that's the less than sign. So
yeah. So Punisher 2 is higher. I mean, that's technically how we have it. Punisher Warzone, then Blade 3, then Punisher 1. The only thing we have Amazing Spider-Man in there somewhere.
Yeah, so that's the Sony list, and then the remaining.
So as of right now, besides those older Marvel films, which I mean, I can take some time to watch them. That's every Marvel film ranked from 1998 all the way through to. Okay, we had it. We were thinking of it right.
Okay, cool.
That's every Marvel film from 1988 till now ranked. We did it. So here's my next question. Do we want to start ranking the DC films, or do we want to start bringing these lists together? Because at some point we have to do it. So do you want to just start on with DC and
let's keep the focus on MCU, Marvel.
So the next time, want to try to bring these bad boys together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at some point we need to bring our. I'm not so worried about.
See, I don't know, because that's when we gotta start bracketing. Oh, that's gonna be that's gonna be an episode by itself. That's got to be a dedicated episode right there.
Yeah, this is gonna be a feat. I feel like we need a mind map for this.
We're gonna have to organize that on the page on that spreadsheet.
Do I need to bring in some to include stats?
We might have to bracket this like.
Yeah,
Turny. You know what I'm saying?
Turny bracket,
like turny,
community
like style to figure out where all these kind of sort of fit.
Yeah, boy, Steve, I don't think we're gonna have too much argument there. I think the hardest part is gonna be arguing what's worse, like which ones do we dislike.
We might have to rank the Batman films and give Batman his own segment, because goodness gracious, there are like so many Batman films.
Normie Sonura says instead of trying to bring everything together, he said take the top seeds from each list, but keep the MCU list as it is, but then bring in the top of the other list and try to bring those together.
Okay, yeah.
I like Dr. Momo's idea.
That makes sense.
Dr. Momo said the three of us could each give the film a score between 1 and 10, then add up our score and then rank them by what got best or worst.
Okay.
Because if any of y'all give Captain America Civil War anything less than a 9, I'm fighting.
Less than a 9. Well, that would be kind of cool. We could also duplicate it and post it in the community and let people rank as well.
We might have.
Hey, can we do a straw poll? We could probably straw poll these films.
What's that?
That might take a while. Basically, so you create a poll and let people vote on 1 to what was it, 1 to 10?
Mm-hmm.
And then let people vote for like per movie, like where they rank it within the community, and then we see where the community ranks these films. On scale of 1.
We're definitely gonna need some help the further we get into it. Period.
Yeah, Civil War can't. That's yeah.
That boy Steve, Endgame isn't even number 1 on our list, is it?
It's not. It's number 4. No, it's number 5. Endgame is number 5.
Endgame is number 5.
That boy Steve. The best part of Endgame was the last 30 minutes.
Yeah.
The last act.
Garbino.
2.5 hours of slow.
The last act of it is the movie. It's the last act. That's what we were waiting on.
Yeah, that movie was
that movie.
Endgame was the last 30 minutes. That was Endgame. The rest was filler to make it a movie.
Yeah, Infinity War is the better movie, as just from a holistic standpoint. But the last act, Endgame has the best third act, but it's
right
not
now
a
is
better film in my. I can't say it's a better film.
who is willingly watching Endgame from beginning to end. Like you'll put it on and start from the beginning.
Can't do it.
Now, boy, Steve, are you really putting
Oh
Endgame,
man,
watching it all the way through? You're not even pressing fast forward, nothing. Like you're really watching that whole movie.
yeah. I need to hear this, Steve. Like, what is it about Endgame? What is it? Is it the time travel?
uh
I can't do it. I go ahead, fast forward to that last 30 minutes. We out here. You know where I fast forward right before Steve took the hammer.
Look,
That's-
hey, Ducky's mad when we got Ragnarok because it's near the bottom. Oh
I'm
man.
sorry, Ducky. Ducky, you say you fell asleep on Spider-Man 2. I fell asleep on Ragnarok.
That's the end of the MCU list right there. Bow.
Hold on. All right, but all right,
Yeah.
go back up
Ragnarok.
because that's the MCU list.
That's the MCU list.
Yeah. So yeah, Civil
Yeah.
War, Winter Soldier, Black Panther, Infinity War, Endgame. Like that's a
Mm-hmm.
that's a solid top 5.
I would say for the most part,
Honestly, our biggest debate though was over Winter Soldier and Civil War, like where that should be positioned.
I fought
One or
so
two.
hard, y'all. I couldn't. I fought. Winter Soldier did not make me one. I'm not happy about it. I tried.
I feel like that 11 through 15 was also tough.
Yeah, it was.
Like,
Once
I don't think I like Ultron. I don't think I was for Ultron at 11. But
I have more respect for Ultron now that WandaVision came out.
Bootang.
Hey, Monica. Tuning in. That's what's up. Yeah, that 11 through 15 was tough. This was a really hard list, bro. That took us 2 hours.
This was the hardest list.
It took us 2 hours to
the
write that.
Fox list was the hardest list.
That was not hard. Like that was that was us debating over what stunk worse.
That was difficult.
That's like debating
We argued
over
more over what was worse on this list than we did on what was better on the MCU list.
Oh, why did that just open? Sorry, just an app just
the arguments we had to go through over X-Men. This
But
one,
see, the quality.
I remember that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, but see, that was entertaining. That was actually those were fun arguments. The MCU one was like we had to actually seriously.
We were that was the most critical list.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
We were happy.
Like I had fun debating over how garbage those Fox movies were. Those movies were terrible. Those movies were horrible for the most part.
okay, so maybe we got to talk off air to figure out how we're going to bring in the rest of the rankings. So maybe next week's episode, we won't talk about the rankings just yet.
Yo, T'Challa, I agree with you. Because T'Challa and Spider-Man, honestly, in that
they both showed out in Civil War.
Man, what?
That was great.
What? They had those are some of the best intros for characters in Marvel, period. But yeah, man, I'm satisfied with the list. Yo, we made good progress on this. The DC, I'm looking forward to getting into DC stuff. Not gonna lie, because that's gonna be high impact entertainment.
I think you're right. Batman deserves his own day.
Batman might have to get his own ranking section. Like we might have to separate Batman because there's so many Batman movies.
I don't think the
are we going back to the Adam
make
West?
the cut.
Are we going back to Adam West Batman?
No, no need for that. No need for that.
I'm screaming.
And we've separated the animated stuff. Like we got to figure out how we're going to incorporate the animated movies and shows into this as well.
I think if we doing specific Batman rankings, we can include animated and live action.
So are we doing animated features? Because I can get down with animated features.
What do you mean?
Like feature film, not an animated series, but a feature film. Like,
Yeah, the animated movies. Yeah.
Okay, man, because that could be interesting because there's a lot of good. Oof, man, yeah.
If we're doing just Batman, though.
Yes, that boy Steve. We talked about this like the animated stuff. We have separated that, and we'll rank the animated stuff separately. But we also gotta consider the fact that there's the animated series, and then they got animated features. So, like, we'll I don't know. Well, we could rank the animated Batman features and then bring them back into just the animated features when we do those and rank those.
Yeah.
We'll see. That's a ways from now. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's a couple episodes down the road.
It was
George
also
Clooney Batman's got to be. I don't think they're gonna make the cut.
Bro, they gotta be in the bottom.
no, they gotta be in. We need to talk about those.
They're making the cut. Bat Nips is making the cut. The
U.S. lost.
Bro, the nipples.
Didn't the U.S.
nipples,
not make the cut for the Olympics? 3v3. Somebody.
Yeah.
Bro, now he want to switch topics because
Yeah.
he don't want nipple Batman to be talking about. But we talking about that nipple suit, dog. Somebody
horrible.
explain that.
That was horrible.
Yeah. Ain't no need.
I'm gonna make that my background. I'm at my dad's house, but I'm gonna have my green screen. I'm gonna make sure bat nips are gonna be all behind me. I'm gonna situate myself between them, so it'll be a nip on each side.
And look, not only is it like it's not just like a preparation in the suit. It's like a legit design within the suit. It's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, if you type in bat nips on Google, it's the first thing that pops up. Let me just go ahead and just type in bat nips. That's all I typed in. Bow.
Oh man.
Bat nips.
Oh
Bat
man.
nips.
Bro, you see it? You see it? Like what? No, click on it. Click on it.
Oh no!
It's not a,
What's that
it's
pose?
not just,
What's that?
It's not a preparation, dog. It's a legitimate like. It's like they're shields.
Bow.
They look like screws.
Bow. That's hilarious.
Oh my goodness, that is crazy, yo.
Type in bat nips and that's what pops up.
Oh man,
Hilarious.
They don't know it's a chest if there's no nipples on it.
I'm
bro,
screaming.
they had to make sure you knew those were nipples.
They did a good job.
They made sure you knew.
That's hilarious. All right.
Oh
man,
yo!
Hey, the nips. His suit has hubcaps on the nipples. It's like, hey, yo, it's like you could like, it's like a cap. You could take them off and like inflate the suit. Or just in case he got a breastfeed Robin or something like.
Oh man!
Next week.
Hey, if you need to jump start a car, you got them bat nips right there.
Listen. Next week on the Cookout.
Oh my goodness!
I'm screaming. The Conjuring. The next movie comes out on HBO Max next Friday. Please watch it. We are going to talk about movies that you can only watch once. That's going to be our community discussion next week. Now I want to know, does Mr. Freeze's outfit have nipples too?
Dang, boy, that's
I
funny.
can't.
Yeah, Mr. Freeze is in the third one.
Oh man! Oh gosh, that's great. Oh man!
Yeah, Freeze was Batman Forever. I think. Or Batman.
Yeah,
Forever.
it was the third one. It was the third one, bro. That movie right there, man. Who knows? Who knows what was going on with that?
Batman and Robin was with Two-Face and Riddler.
Does this count as a nipple?
Freeze didn't have nipples.
Oh, I
he
didn't
just
have.
had that suit.
I don't think he did.
Yeah, he had that.
There's like his looks like it had nuts and bolts. His like has a little nut right there.
Wait,
Where the nip
put
is.
it on
Oh, you
screen.
gotta bring it up.
I thought I had it.
They gave Mr. Freeze nips too.
Is that a nip?
Wait, is that?
Nah, that ain't. That
Is it on the other side?
I'm trying to find another picture, but I can't. Oh, there you go.
He got on shoulder pads. He about to go play football.
Oh
Yo,
man. Hey, why aren't there more memes of this?
hey, he a
Oh man,
linebacker.
this is high class. This is crazy.
This don't count. That's a nip.
I don't see no nipple.
Bro, look at his face, man.
Hey, Schwarzenegger was acting in this. Man.
Oh man, what was the source material for this? Oh wait, but the whole chest piece lights up.
That's a nip. Look at that. Look at the picture with him and Uma Thurman.
Those are nipples.
They in the
wow.
nipple.
They are
Bro,
nipples.
it's like a nipple ring. He got it.
Who designed these
Pierce.
costumes?
I don't know, man. They had an obsession with nipples. That's obvious.
Yeah. Well, good thing they didn't give Poison Ivy nipples.
For
I was
real.
just about to say. Also, that was a really good casting they did for her. She did great.
Yeah, she was great. She was great. Poison Ivy. I like Jim
Bro,
Carrey.
Jim Carrey as the Riddler
too.
is the best part of that whole
Yeah.
franchise.
Yeah.
They didn't give the nip. I call him.
Like his chest.
I almost called him the nippler.
Oh shit.
Oh
Nipple.
man.
All right. Have we had
All
enough?
right.
The
So
nipple
yes,
talk?
let's next week. Next week.
Next week, please try to watch The Conjuring. It's gonna come out on HBO Max. Last week we talked about movies that we couldn't handle. Movies that you can only watch once. Some of them horror, some of them were outside of the horror genre. But we're definitely going to talk about films that you can only watch once. Cool. Are you doing Star Wars Sunday?
Yeah. I should be able to do another stream at 7:00 tonight. See, I gotta, cause I'm away, so I gotta check with my parents first, cause I'm at my parents' house filming. So if everything
Freeze
is,
me a plate. Freeze me a plate.
you know what I'm saying,
Mail me a
like I
plate.
said, I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna see what I can do. But
I'm on the way.
I can do 7:00. I'm clear. Okay, so 7:00. Yes, 7:00 Eastern Standard Time. A few hours away. I will be doing a Star Wars stream. I gotta talk to Krim, see if he can come back on. I didn't do a recap of episode 5 of the Bad Batch Friday because I was on the road. So I'll be doing that up at the top, and then I will be discussing some just general Star Wars content with Krim, if he's available still. So definitely, if you're interested in the Star Wars conversation with me and Krim, tune back in at 7:00 Eastern Standard Time for that.
Nice. Please follow us on socials at Certified Gumbo on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. If you love us, if you want to support our channel, please buy us some coffee. The link is in the description bar below. Of course, please like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you enjoyed all of this lovely conversation today, we do talk about this and more all day, every day on Discord. So please join us on Discord. If there's a topic that you wanted to talk about and we didn't get to it, I promise you we may already be talking about it already on Discord. Did I forget anything?
I think that's everything.
I think that's it.
Another episode review of the Bad Batch will be Friday at the usual times. What's that, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard? On Friday. So tune in for that. Hopefully we'll get Rex in that episode. We'll see. But yeah, I think that's everything. Any closing remarks?
Oh no.
Aliens, I meant what I said. DM me. I know y'all out here. I know y'all watching. I want to know what's up. I want to know if this all these new developments are y'all or not. Just let me know. I know the Curl on socials. I just want to know what's up.
Yeah, appreciate y'all being here.
Yeah, thank y'all for tuning in.
Yeah.
Earlier show than normal, but we had really good participation and viewership, so that's definitely encouraging. So appreciate y'all's support. And until next time, or later this afternoon, as I always say, peace, love, blessings, and may the force be with you always.
Yeah. Drive safe on the road too. Memorial Day.
Yes, absolutely.
You know,
Memorial Day.
If you're in the Northeast, it's raining. Stay home. Ain't no point being outside anyway.
Yep, and shout out to all the veterans because we're not doing a show tomorrow. So let's say that. Shout out to all the veterans on tomorrow, Memorial Day.
Much respect.
Peace.